Hello everyone, this is Ronnie. Thank you for joining the channel again. And in this video what I want to talk about are potential diseases that don't actually exist. And I think in the raw vegan movement we find a lot of people that there are particular conditions or diseases that people seem to claim to have that seem to occur more in the raw vegan movement or in the natural health movement than in any other place, than in conventional medicine. So you go to raw food forums, there's certain things that come up again and again and again that people claim to have had, and and people bring up symptoms as well that might indicate different things. And as with all forums, people put up the problem, a million people reply with what they think the problem is and what the answer is. But the question really is to figure out what really is the problem. I often like to ask people, have they been properly diagnosed with this condition? Have they been properly diagnosed, or who did diagnose them? Was it medically? Was it a doctor or whatever? I've met, and the reason I say that is because I've met people that they say they've got some problem, and then when you actually ask them more about it, it's their own opinion, and that's not helpful at all for that person, because they don't know if they've got that for sure, and it's not helpful for anyone that's trying to help them out, because they don't know if that's really the problem. I knew one person that because their mother or father had a particular condition, they just assumed that they had it. And even though they'd actually been checked and doctors had told them they did not have it, but they were feeling symptoms of ill health, and they were connecting it to that. Now, a lot of people as well, they have symptoms of ill health that could be a symptom of many, many things. For example, they're feeling tired and they're putting on weight and they're feeling depressed. That could be a lot of things, and that's very closely connected with unhealthy living in general and unhealthy diet in general. But a lot of people will say, oh no, I eat a healthy diet, I eat a perfect diet, So it's often, there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of misinformation, there's a lot of people that are putting out bad information for themselves, and these can lead to us seeing either misdiagnosed conditions or just people making up conditions that they believe they have. So a few of the ones that we see that pop up in raw food communities is Candida is one, Candida or candidiasis. Another is adrenal fatigue. And others, people can think they've got thyroid issues, people can think they've got kidney issues. Those are the ones that really spring to mind, and Candida being one, a massive one. And the question is, where are all these people finding out they've got Candida, and how? Like, there's a lot of people that think they have Candida, and there's a lot of people that it's almost like it seems to be something that naturopaths or kind of alternative health doctors are diagnosing people with, either candidiasis or with adrenal fatigue or with things like that. Sometimes as well, there's actually a study that I found online about the misdiagnosis of these things, and that it's actually sometimes emotional disorders or physical or mental disorders that manifest with physical symptoms, it's not very nice if the doctor tells you, well, it's kind of all in your head, but sometimes it is, or it's in your emotions. But a lot of people don't like to hear that, so they go to the naturopath instead, or someone else. They'll tell them, oh, the doctors are all wrong, and clearly you've got allergies, and you need to eat more protein, and all this nonsense that a lot of naturopaths tell people. So, not that all naturopaths say that, but some say stuff like that. When it comes to digestion, obviously people get diagnosed or misdiagnosed with all kind of digestive bacterial issues and whatever, and a lot of people think they've got parasites. That's the other one. And there's actually a thing as well called delusional parasitosis, where people believe they've got parasites in them. That's that abounds in the raw food community, where people think they've got parasites, and a lot of people um, use that as a way of either attracting attention or clients or money or whatever, or selling products. Um, so this kind of fear, or this inborn fear that we've got legitimately of parasites, because parasites are a major problem if you're an animal living in the jungle. Um, that's an inborn fear in us, and that can be manipulated and exploited. The chances of you having parasites in the modern world, I mean, we've all got things living in us, as in bacteria and all that kind of stuff, but actual negative parasites that are harming you, not very likely, and but a lot of people misdiagnose that as well. So I want you to be aware of these things. I want you to try and, if you do feel that you're experiencing some issues, that sometimes some of these things will just go away, especially if you actually try and improve your lifestyle and your diet, and improve how you're doing the diet if you are on a raw vegan diet, and look to see if this matches any of the signs of undereating. You know, is it anxiety, depression, low energy, all that? That could be undereating. So you might want to eat. You might want to experiment with eating more fruit, carbohydrates. You know, if it is a digestive condition, maybe it'll take time to heal. Maybe it will go away on its own. It might be to do with anxiety. You know, have you dealt with your anxiety, your emotional issue? Maybe you need to go to a counsellor. Maybe you need to consider these routes. But if you really think it's a disease or something, then you can only be diagnosed by a medical doctor. You can't be diagnosed by anyone else, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know. You certainly can't self-diagnose. So find out if that is really the issue, and then find out if that issue is caused by diet and lifestyle. If it's not caused by diet and lifestyle, then if the doctors have some solution for it, like antibiotics or something, then that's the route that you should try, you know. And you can also do a healthy raw vegan diet. But if you don't have anything, you have to accept that and understand that what you have to do is look within and make some changes to your life. Look at the things that you need to improve upon. It's so unlikely to be any kind of deficiency, it's not even true. It's so unlikely. You know, your chance of actually developing deficiency is just, especially at this, like if you're just starting off. You know, B12 is the one deficiency that vegans should be aware of, but it would take a long time for it to really manifest in anyone that's living in a healthful way. You know, these deficiencies, they basically don't exist, but it's more likely you get a deficiency from some kind of issue with your body, some damage to your body, some genetic abnormality to your body, who knows. But like a deficiency from eating the healthiest, most nutritious foods, it's very unlikely to happen. So people need to relax, trust in the diet and lifestyle, research it more, learn more about it, meet more people that are doing it, and not think that every single little thing that comes up means that your health's falling apart. So thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about the diet and lifestyle, you might consider coming to UK Fruit Fest this year. We're getting more optimistic that definitely the event will go on at the same time as it's been scheduled. The UK government has made suggestions that the hospitality and public places are going to be opening up starting from July, so that sounds like good news, and we're looking forward to it going on. So if you want to learn more about it, go to fruitfest.co.uk/registration, and you can learn more there. So thank you very much for watching.